On the call, Jared Olson, joined by Jeff Boom. Jeff, we'll get you unmuted here, and welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, we're coming in a little bit later, but it's been a good first half so far, and we've kind of stepped into this season being able to score a little bit at will, so to speak. And tonight we're facing a tougher opponent, someone that's a little more physical, and so it's been a kind of a different styles that we've seen in the last two games, and definitely different style than what we are.
Yeah. Jeff, again, I believe the viewers can see the score on the screen. So it's Watchdogs 7, McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars 6. Fighting Cougars did score on a couple-yard touchdown run. I believe it was 66 Jackson Schmidt that ran that one in. Watchdogs score on a quarterback keep. Otherwise, it's been a little bit of back and forth. Watchdogs did pick up a muff punt from the Fighting Cougars.
Yeah, big point in the game so far. You know, we did a nice job. We recovered the muff punt. We ended up giving the ball back on downs. We stopped them, and then they faked a punt. And they were able to convert that into a first down, just continued with their drive, and they were able to punch it into the end zone. And this is a total smash mouth type of offense. They're just going to put their heads down and run forward. Way different style than what we've been used to, or at least what other teams have tried to do to us that hasn't been this successful. Jeff,
watching the first couple games for the Fighting Cougars, I didn't see wrinkles off of plays. I didn't see like setups for a misdirection or setting the team up early in the first half for something and then doing something different in the second half. I've seen a couple plays start where I went, oh, this is where they pitch it out to the right, and all of a sudden they held it and threw the ball. A little bit of, again, misdirection off of plays that they ran 5, 6, 7 times in the first couple games, and we would have saw on tape. Tonight's the night that Coach Mike Gary has brought out some of those variations we've seen early in the first half here. And, again, credit, that's good coaching. As week 3 and 4 come, you start adding wrinkles, and the Watchdogs are doing the same. They're changing maybe their base defense up tonight, knowing that McCook Central Montrose is going to run it more than they're going to throw it.
Yeah, we've been going with a 3-4 the first 2 weeks, and then knowing the style of game that the Fighting Cougars are going to bring with a little more smash mouth, we decided to go to a more of a 5-2 version. So we've got 5 down linemen to try stop that run. And frankly, so far we've made them snap the ball continuously. We haven't given up the big play. I'm always a fan of make them snap the ball until they put it in the end zone or we get the ball back. Big plays is a killer, and so far tonight we've made them snap the ball over and over and over again.
All right, third, and they go to their favorite wide receiver, Sabres. We said it early on. We were kind of talking here. We're working through some of the technical items. We said if they throw the ball, it's going to go to number 2, the wide receiver, Mason Sabres, the senior, and that is exactly what they did there. They did have running back Lane Deutsch back receiving the ball, and Deutsch, I believe, was one throwing it. Normally, we see on that quarterback position is number 4, Ben Weberstick.
Yep, there's the wrinkle that you talked about. After you've had success running the football over and over and over again, you have to honor it. And once you start to get a little to sleep on what they're doing, they flip the switch on you and end up throwing a quick pass for a touchdown.
And that 2-point conversion is a common play that we saw them on tape. Quarterback Weberstick hands it off. There's a reverse coming the other direction, and that was Deutsch running up the middle, flag on the far side of the field. McCook Central Montrose is going back to the sideline, so assuming it's still going to count. It is an unsportsmanlike
sideline warning.
Oh, she was just a sideline warning. So with 26 seconds left to go here in the first half, it is McCook Central Montrose 14 and Beersford 7. We'll see what the Watchdogs decide to do, getting the ball here after this kickoff, down 7 with under 30 seconds to go.
You know what? And if you haven't got a chance to see any of this first half, you're probably content with here just taking a knee going in at halftime. with 14-7. Not that you're like, hey, let's just get out of here in the half, but it's been very competitive. I don't think that there's a panic button getting pushed here at all. We've had success moving the football. We shot ourselves a couple times in the foot with some penalties on that opening drive, but we've proven that we can move the ball. And this looks like the type of game where, a turnover or two is going to probably be the difference. And like I mentioned, the more times you can make the other team snap the ball and run a play, the more often you're going to have something good happen on your side.
Yeah, Watchdogs did go, fumbled the first play of the game. It was 2nd and 20, ended up 3rd and 20, running a little screen, punted it. Cooper Nelson did recover that fumbled punt. Watchdogs do end up throwing a ball that, oh boy, little squib kick did go off a Watchdog, but Cook Central Montrose does recover it at the Watchdog 35-yard line. 24 seconds left, big turnover. You would assume Mike Gary's going to take a shot or two at the end zone here with nothing to lose at this point of the game and the field position they gained on that little onside or squib.
Yeah, you really want to shut this down. 24 seconds left. Throwing is really not Fighting Cougars' sweet spot, so to speak, on offense. But you're absolutely right. You're in a position here. You've got the ball in your own territory. You're absolutely going to try to run something. Maybe a little trickery here, but they're going to spread them wide. They're definitely going to take a shot here. So let's see if we can come up with a big
three
sack.
Receivers out to the right. Sabers, number 2, is the one they typically want to look at. They're going to run the ball, knock loose, came in from behind. That was Joe Sharp, knocked it free.
Ball comes loose.
Does look like that Weberstick did get back on it, but Joe Sharp came from behind, brought the fist down on it, did knock it loose. No flag. Flag was picked up, inadvertent flag.
Yep, it's exactly what you should be doing there. If you're Joe Sharp, you see that ball kind of dangling out there on the right side. You do need to get the ball, the possession back in your favor here before half. So absolutely, take the swat, see if you can knock it out, get the ball back, and then get out of here the first half unscathed from that squib kick.
All right, fans, again, appreciate your patience. We hope our audio is still coming through. We know we're still having some camera issues here. Jeff, last night we hosted volleyball inside. I was in my office working, watching the stream. We had your son and another Beersford High School student on the call, and kids running the production of the crew and the cameras. I think it was one of our best productions we put on last night. Just camera angles, great shots, mixing things up. And as high of a high as we were on of Watchdogs Out Live and Dog World Entertainment last night, obviously tonight not the way we wanted to start with the technology. But this is part of bringing you streaming. It's reliable, but it's not foolproof.
That's for certain. And heck, we're human. We're not foolproof either, but we're here. So as long as there's audio, or at least we believe there be, we'll just keep bringing you what we see here with 15 seconds left on the clock. I would think that we're probably at a max here, maybe 2-3 plays, unless they hit some incomplete passes.
Does look down the middle.
No.
Malachi James knocked it loose. So covering across the middle, that is number 8, Lane Deutsch. Wide open, coming from the other cornerback position is Malachi James. Broke off of his receiver when he saw it coming across the middle, laid a shoulder into Deutsch and knocked it free, but great throw there from Weberstick, and good catch there from Deutsch, near catch I should say, before Malachi James came in and knocked that one free.
Yeah, defensively you don't want anyone to slip through the back door on you like that, but that's one thing is if someone does get behind you, someone's got to step up, and what a great play by Malachi to bust that ball, or bust that play up and have the ball dislodged. Oh, fumble.
That one gets out to Deutsch. One bounce, he picks it up on the run. He's going to get to the sideline. 3 seconds left on the clock.
Deutsch takes the pitch. Run out of bounds.
Yes, so Jared here, I think your best deal. We've been running with a 5-man front. We'll see if we do a personnel change here, maybe drop everybody back. You really just want to protect the end zone at this point. 3 seconds left. It is going to be the last play of the half. You just don't want to have anything crazy happen. They're either going to have to put it in the end zone, but you still run that risk of you drop everybody too far back, they run a screen, they get blockers in front of them, so it's a little bit of a dangerous game to play just to say I'm going to drop everyone back when you're really sitting somewhere on what are they on here? The 18-yard line?
Yeah, they're going to be right at the 18.
Limited options here on what you could do, but on the same token, you have to honor the fact that they could do something short, get some blockers out in front of them, and get numbers in their favor.
Again, head coach Mike Gary taking a timeout here with 3 seconds left. Kind of thought with less than 30. Yeah, they got the ball in pretty favorable field position after the little squib kick that hit one of the Watchdogs and bounced away. You know, the McCook Central Montrose just really not giving up. Again, showing a couple more wrinkles. I'm curious what Coach Gary does draw up here with 3 seconds left. What else did they install this week that they've kind of been holding on to for a moment like this?
Yep, and the formation doesn't look like anything we haven't seen. I really can't believe that they would run the ball at this point, but, you know, something like a halfback pass, anything that's got a little bit of trickery to it, a little bit of a wrinkle, you know, you may be able to fool somebody on this, but looks like it's a straight drop back pass right now. And there's the end of the half.
Yeah, Weberstick went back. He was looking for Sabers on the left side, kind of slanting through the seam there. Does bounce in front of the defender, so that is halftime. Again, fans, we appreciate you hanging in there. Matt Storo is working, trying to get a camera up and going for you. Again, internet connections early was the issue. Now we're just really struggling to get cameras up and operational. We will go on a little break here, Jeff. We'll come back for the third quarter. It's McCook Central Montrose fighting Cougars 14, Beersford Watchdogs 7 at the half here in Beersford. Again, hang in there with us, people. We will try to get this thing up and going a little better in the second half. All right, see you in a little bit.
Ace is the place with the helpful.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Are you looking to upgrade your current self-propelled sprayer? Well, you're in luck. Grossenberg Implement, with 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, are offering outstanding deals on all their 2020 and newer John Deere used self-propelled sprayers. Plus, take advantage of a 2-year waiver. Minimum payment is required, followed by a 3-year John Deere standard rate. For more details, visit with one of Grossenberg Implement's sales professionals today, or check out grossenberg.com. Grossenberg Implement, servicing your growing needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 50,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Classics Lounge in downtown Beersford is your destination for fun with darts, pool, and to catch all the action no matter what game it is. The colder season is here. Keep your perfect golf swing by using the indoor golf simulator. From the gridiron to the court, Classics is your spot to catch all activities of Watchdogs Live. Ready to cool off with a cold one? Classics Lounge is always ready to serve them up with a bite to eat too. That's Classics Lounge in downtown Beersford.
Customer service is more than just a word. It's what Jensen Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance does every day.
We have more companies than most agencies in town. We're able to find a competitive market for each family. We're able to farm that out, quote it with each of our carriers, including Auto Owners Insurance, of course, and see where it best fits.
In Sioux Falls, Beersford, and Elk Point, go to jensenagencyonline.com to find out more. Jensen Insurance Agency, building relationships since 1944.
In times times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Are you stuck in a job that gives you no family life? Work for Sioux Steel and enjoy a 4-day work week. Choose from first or second shift and receive a sign-on bonus. Sioux Steel builds farm bins and livestock solutions. Sioux Steel is hiring right now for machine operators and general laborers for both first and second shift. Sioux Steel makes it easy to apply. Go to their ProTech division in Lennox for walk-in interviews Monday through Thursday from 1 till 5, or apply online at siouxsteel.com. Join the Sioux Steel team and work a flexible, family-friendly 4-day work week.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Fiesta Foods in Beersford is a family-owned grocery store that offers a convenient one-stop shop for everything you need when it comes to groceries. With their weekly ad and their website, you can also find the deals in every aisle. And don't forget about their butcher counter in the back that features the best cuts of meat in the area. Fresh bakery and fresh produce, Fiesta Foods has it all when you're looking to shop in the Beersford area. No matter the season, open 7 days a week. It's Fiesta Foods in Beersford.
Ag Service Partners is your trusted company for Pioneer seed, chemicals, and crop insurance. Pioneer Seeds has developed and tested products to meet your challenges in the field. Ag Service Partners also has you covered when the white rain comes or anything else you may need with crop insurance. Tested and tried chemicals right here in the area to provide the best yield for your field. Write down the number and contact Ag Service Partners for the best farming season year in and year out.
For over 80 years, Sioux Corporation has been designing and manufacturing industrial pressure washers, steam cleaners, water heaters, water chilling systems, and steam generators to serve the needs of their customers. Sioux premium equipment is designed and built with reliability, performance, durability, and user safety as its top priorities. Sioux is locally owned and operated in Beersford and a proud supporter of all things Watchdog activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
If it's time for a new roof, maybe it's time we talk. Hi, I'm Scott Dorcas with Premier Systems Roofing. We offer free inspections and estimates, full labor and manufacturer warranties, and we are a preferred contractor for insurance companies. We've been a South Dakota company since 2002, serving the entire state. and we are proud to sponsor South Dakota sports and activities. Premier Systems Roofing. On time, on budget, and on call 24/7.
It's known as a hidden gem, one of the best 9-hole golf courses in South Dakota. The Bridges at Beersford Golf Course is top-notch, but with the golf season coming to an end, the Bridges still has plenty going on. Their event center can accommodate weddings, anniversaries, bridal showers, baby showers, or meetings. Save their phone number, check out their website, and be sure to sign up for their monthly e-newsletters to stay up to date on specials and events at the Bridges at Beersford.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Man, this town's changed. Yeah. About damn time.
Beersford Telephone is your full-service local telephone company, providing telephone service, sales, high-speed fiber optic internet packages, and professional surveillance systems for both commercial and residential customers. Beersford Telephone also offers the only in-town gig-certified internet provider, which offers the highest speed services. Wanting to upgrade your existing service? Contact Beersford Telephone today and let them get started on your high-speed services in no time.
Give it off to Cece, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Everyone at Total Stop are big sports fans. And they want to wish the very best to the participating teams and their loyal fans. Don't forget to stop at your local Total Stop for your gas and grocery needs. Plus, get Total Stop rewards by downloading the app. To get more information, go to TotalStopFoodStore.com.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Sheer Magnolia Salon and Beauty Bar offers you normal services but more. We offer haircuts for men, women, and children. Erin and Kayla are the 2 stylists. They don't have specific hours but will stay open late to accommodate families that are always on the go. Their services include full body waxing, mani-pedis, coloring, spray tanning, and more. They are your #1 choice for all things beauty. Located in Beersford, South Dakota. Call 605-763-2011 for your appointment.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, you can be confident you're getting the best. You can buy in store or order what you need online for curbside pickup or delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore paint from Ace at participating stores.
Find Benjamin Moore paint and other great products at your locally owned Olson's Ace Hardware in Beersford.
Cougars helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Cougars, proudly serving our community.
Are you looking to upgrade your current self-propelled sprayer? Well, you're in luck. Grosenberg Implement, with 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, are offering outstanding deals on all their 2020 and newer John Deere used self-propelled sprayers. Plus, take advantage of a 2-year waiver. Minimum payment is required, followed by a 3-year John Deere standard rate. For more details, visit with one of Grosenberg Implement's sales professionals today, or check out grosenberg.com. Grosenberg Implement, servicing your growing needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Classics Lounge in downtown Beersford is your destination for fun with darts, pool, and to catch all the action no matter what game it is. The colder season is here. Keep your perfect golf swing by using the indoor golf simulator. From the gridiron to the court, Classics is your spot to catch all activities of Watchdogs Live. Ready to cool off with a cold one? Classics Lounge is always ready to serve them up with a bite to eat too. That's Classics Lounge in downtown Beersford.
Customer service is more than just a word. It's what Jensen Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance does every day.
We have more companies than most agencies in town. We're able to find a competitive market for each family. We're able to farm that out, quote it with each of our carriers, including Auto Owners Insurance, of course, and see where it best fits.
In Sioux Falls, Beersford, and Elk Point, go to jensenagencyonline.com to find out more. Jensen Insurance Agency, building relationships since 1944.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Are you stuck in a job that gives you no family life? Work for Sioux Steel and enjoy a 4-day work week. Choose from first or second shift and receive a sign-on bonus. Sioux Steel builds farm bins and livestock solutions. Sioux Steel is hiring right now for machine operators and general laborers for both first and second shift. Sioux Steel makes it easy to apply. Go to their ProTech division in Lennox for walk-in interviews Monday through Thursday from 1 till 5, or apply online at siouxsteel.com. Join the Sioux Steel team and work a flexible, family-friendly 4-day work week.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, WE. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Fiesta Foods in Beersford is a family-owned grocery store that offers a convenient one-stop shop for everything you need when it comes to groceries. With their weekly ad and their website, you can also find the deals in every aisle. And don't forget about their butcher counter in the back that features the best cuts of meat in the area. Fresh bakery and fresh produce, Fiesta Foods has it all when you're looking to shop in the Beersford area. No matter the season, open 7 days a week. It's Fiesta Foods in Beersford.
Our fans, welcome back to Beersford High School,
Ag Service
Cortland Karn
Partners
Stadium.
is your trusted company for Pioneer seed, chemicals, and crop insurance. Pioneer Seeds has developed and tested. Welcome back to the Sioux Corporation Press Box. Sioux Corporation, the industry leader in manufacturing water heaters and chilling systems, steam generators, pressure washers, and steam.
All right, fans, welcome back to Beersford High School, Cortland Karn Stadium for the second half of this Big East Conference matchup between the visiting McCook Central Montrose fighting Cougars and your home Beersford Watchdogs. McCook Central Montrose up 14-7. McCook Central Montrose did win the opening coin toss. They chose to defer, so they get the ball here to start the second half. Joining me on the call here is, as always, Jeff Boom. We are joined by a special guest, Austin Hanson. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
All right, now, Austin, technical difficulties to get up and going. This is your specialty. This is your wheelhouse. Down at BMTC or BTEL, what are we branding as down at the city office now?
Yeah, we are branding as Beersford Tel. So,
okay, so we got to get away from the BMTC.
Yep.
It's Beersford Tel, providing internet, cable TV, and a number of other services. We're going to continue to kind of call the game here. McCook Central Montrose on a run up the middle here. That is the running back, Owen Schmidt. Gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. Austin, you got called up as we're having a little trouble. You're kind of working with us this week. Sure, we're ready to go here out at the football field. But an interview during third quarter was actually scheduled with you a couple weeks in advance. This is something we've been planning to do. Just happened we called you up here a little sooner than needed. But this is kind of the life of internet, though, right?
Absolutely. Yep, it's all about streaming now.
So, again, as streaming continues to evolve, we're looking to improve what we're doing at the stadium, and that is part of what we've been working on with your office. So, isn't quite in place tonight. Is that part of our issue tonight? Maybe, maybe not, but we're going to continue to work to make sure we're up and going for homecoming next week. What might a homeowner maybe encounter if they're having a little trouble at home, maybe whether it's watching Watchdogs Out Live or Netflix or anything else? What are they maybe running into if they're having a little trouble?
Yeah, really what they're probably running into is maybe an aged router, somebody's 4 or 5. We'll run into them sometimes they're even 10 years old and people, I just got this thing, so that's very important, have an updated router. And some of the other things we've been seeing lately is with the TVs, with the built-in streaming apps, the TVs, the apps inside of them, the TV itself does not have enough power to run those apps.
All right, so again, just an internal audit of maybe what you've got at home if you're having a little bit of trouble. If somebody isn't really technology savvy, is this something that your staff can help with if they make a call down to your office?
Yeah, absolutely. If they call us, come down, call our office, schedule an appointment. We can come down, come out to your house, take a look at it, help you out. We do even lease routers, managed routers that we take care of. You lease it from us, you don't have to worry about buying a new one in 4 or 5 years. We'll just replace it if it goes bad. Yeah, there's trouble with it. So.
All right, we'll get you back up here. 3rd and long for the McCook Central Montrose fighting Cougars. Weaverstick does look across the middle. A couple times he's gone now to number 8, Lane Deutsch. Can't quite connect on that one. 4th and about 12 from their own territory. So back into punt formation will be number 2, Mason Sabers. And back for the Watchdogs, Malachi James. And number 7, Jax Fickbaum. Austin, again, if they're looking, maybe like talk about that modem, router, are signal boosters needed in a house, or is that a thing? Or
yeah, definitely in the larger houses, the new routers they have, there can be what's called a mesh system or mesh network, and so it enables seamless roaming And we do the routers that we lease. They do the mesh network if you need them. So yeah, the larger houses definitely need more coverage. So
Austin, I know just visiting with people, whether it's grocery store, church, here at school, I know our viewership ranges from young to old. People in their 70s and 80s know how to stream and how to find us and or other shows, because that's just the direction things are going. These devices and some of the things that you're talking about also make great Christmas gifts or gifts for that hard-to-shop-for person. They maybe tell you, I don't really need a new one of those, but again, if you're looking to a gift, something your office could help out with as well, correct?
yeah, absolutely. Give us a call. We could always go out and set up that router for somebody. We do sell Amazon Fire Sticks, so if your TV is having problems with the streaming side of thing and it's the TV itself, we could sell that to them as well for a Christmas present.
Austin, before you became the general manager at BTEL, the project was in place to have the big fiber project redone throughout town. Memory here, was that about a $5 million project, or what was the price tag on that?
Yep, it was just about $5.2 million.
So again, a big investment from the city a number of years ago to see that that infrastructure and that backbone was needed. And again, how much things have changed since even that project started, or the funding in place and the work and all the designing of it. What does that mean for our homes? I mean, I know at home I used to buffer a little bit, just never encounter that now. Again, how far into the future do you think this sets us up with that $5.2 million investment?
With the fiber on the ground, it's really future-proofs the city going forward. Really the only thing that restricts that bandwidth that we can get to a customer's house is the equipment on the end. So as new equipment comes out, we'll be upgrading that so we can provide more and more bandwidth to customers when it's needed.
Austin, I did see one of your service trucks kind of at the school the other day. The tailgate said something like gig something. What is that, and what does that mean?
Yep. So when we did our project, once we were all built out with fiber, we belong to an organization called NTCA, National Telecommunications Cooperative Association, and because we were able to provide a gig worth of bandwidth to all of our customers in town, we became a gig certified small community provider. And then the city became a smart rural community as well. It's just a designation for and hey, you guys have all this technology in place, and you are able to provide that bandwidth.
All right. On behalf of the Biddeford School District, appreciate everything you and the rest of your staff do to help us out. Small projects, big projects. Friday night at 7 o'clock calls that, hey, we're having a little trouble. We appreciate everything you guys do. Anything else you want the viewers out there on Watchdogs Out Live to kind of know that's going on, maybe within the city or things that are happening within other entities that you guys work with?
We're a member-owner company of SDN Communications, and some of the big things that come up is the esports. I know the school, some of the kids were involved with the state tournament esports. That was very interesting, and SDN Communications is and the member companies are hosting a big event up in Sioux Falls called the Sodak Circuit coming up in September. Anybody, it's for all ages. It's at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. It's going to be in person, and go online, sodaccircuit.com, sign up, and going up there and play some games.
Okay, so if you have someone that's into gaming, there's an opportunity, free event. Just got to register in advance and then be one of the first ones to get into the bracket up there. But all the details are on the website, on SDN's website, I'm guessing.
Yep, SDN, or just go to sodaccircuit.com. The event will be September 21st coming up here. So.
Okay, very good. Austin, again, thank you for everything. Appreciate you
welcome.
Joining us. Jeff and I will kind of pick up here in the action with 7.5 minutes to go here in the third. Best of luck to you guys at BTEL.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. All right, Jeff, you want to get fans kind of caught up? Again, we do have cameras, I believe, up and going.
Yeah, so, we had a nice stop. Fighting Cougars come out. We did I think it was a 3 and out, got the punt back, and now we've we've sustained a drive. And this is what we were doing the first 2 weeks. We don't need to get it all in one chunk. And I really like this year that we've been patient in the passing game. A lot of 5 and outs. And eventually we kind of suck them in, just like what the Fighting Cougars were doing with us earlier. We kind of suck them into the, hey, we're running the ball, you do a quick pass. We're kind of setting them up for something, maybe a shot down the middle. They start to think that everything's going to come outside, and then you hit them on a quick slant. And we've taken a couple of those all the way to the house the first couple of weeks with Malachi James. So don't be surprised if we switch that up here fairly quick.
3rd and 10 from our own 31-yard line. They were bringing some linebackers there on that 3rd and long play, and we get a little movement, a little shake on the line, and 5-yard penalty. So now it's 3rd and about 16 for the Watchdogs. Oberly back in the gun. Got a quick throw to the right. Was looking for Malachi James on a quick slant on coverage out there. It's number 82 wide receiver, defensive cornerback for the Fighting Cougars, Preston Bradley. Brings up 4th and long for the Watchdogs at their Fighting Cougars 36. So into punt formation is number 9, Tate Lyle for the Watchdogs, a sophomore.
And you got to like what MCM is doing here tonight. They stack in the line. They realize that we're a passing offense. If you've watched any film or if you viewed the last 2 weeks, you realize that Oberly's very patient back there. If you bring a mild pressure, he gets a little elusive. He'll slip out of the backfield, get up a cheap first down with his feet. And so, they're really going to try to take that part of the game away tonight and just say, we're going to bring more defenders than what you have blockers, and we're going to force Oberly to beat us on a quick passes.
Tate Lyle's punt does roll out of bounds at the 2-yard line, so Fighting Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from their own 2-yard line. So a great opportunity here for the defense of the Watchdogs to kind of step up. We get hopefully a big 3 and out here, maybe force a turnover down in Fighting Cougar territory. This is an opportunity here to try to do something and put ourselves in possession or situation for that next offensive possession.
Yeah, we got to really create a short field for ourselves next time we get our hands on the ball. The one thing that we've done consistently tonight that we haven't seen in the past 2 weeks is kind of shoot ourselves in our foot with the penalties. And so as we start a drive, we start to maintain some progress. A couple of offside penalties here or legal motion penalties in this last drive kind of stalled it out. So if we can clean this up here as we get through the rest of the quarter and a half, I still think that the Watchdogs are in this game and could still do some damage. But MCM is really doing a fine job tonight, controlling the line of scrimmage, keeping the control of the clock. And so tonight, or in this particular drive, if they can't convert, Beresford should be in good shape getting the ball back in their hands, either off of a punt or a turnover.
That is the running back, Deutsch, back taking the direct snap. And they kind of got a bunch group behind their linemen. They just run right behind them. Joe Sharp was able from his defensive position to grab a hold of Deutsch and throw him down for a short loss there. So first down, gain of about 6 or 7. Sharp takes Deutsch for a loss of a couple here. So it's now 3rd and 5. Looks like they're really close to about the 9-yard line. Weber stick back in. He hands off up the middle. I'm not sure if that was Schmidt possibly. Going to be a gain of about 2. Going to be 4th and 2 to go here from deep in their own territory. Looks like they're bringing out the punt unit.
And I'm a little surprised that they ran the ball there. They've seemed like they've got a high tolerance for risk. I really thought there maybe we would see something a little bit different, but right now MCM is feeling pretty good about themselves. I think they feel pretty confident in their defense. They've been able to stall these drives out, so probably in their minds right now, we'll give the football back. We'll take our chances on defense and no reason to do something crazy and turn the ball over deep in our own territory.
Sabers is punting out of his own end zone. Back for the Watchdogs was Malachi James and Jax Fickbaum. Sabres punt does roll dead here at about the 44, we'll call it. So 1st and 10 for the Watchdogs from the McCook Central Montrose 43-yard line.
You got to hand it to MCM's defense tonight. Beresford's been coming in with 30-plus points on average. Tonight they've been held to 7, and so you got to hand it to them. They've made some adjustments. I think early on they realized that they're going to have to bring a lot of pressure. And once again, here they are stacking the line of scrimmage, basically daring Beresford to do something. He's got a little offsides. But
yeah, the nose tackle or maybe one of the linebackers did jump the count just a little bit here. So Watchdogs are going to set themselves up pretty well here. First and now 5 from the MCM 37.
And when you have a defense that's packing the line of scrimmage, it forces your hand. Unless you said, you know what, we're going to absolutely just try to outman you up the gut, you have to start to try to throw the ball to the outside, try to some outside runs. And that's where the success has been for the Watchdogs, just doing the 5 and outs. Just take what the defense gives you. Don't try to do anything more or anything less.
Watchdogs did look to get a little kind of a pitch sweep going out to the left side. Up on the stop there was the sophomore, number 10, Parker Randall. Good open field tackle, and nice job there from Randall. Not the biggest guy on the field, but came up and did what he needed to bring down the running back, Fickbaum.
And here we go back to kind of what's been working for the most of this half. Just quick pitch and catch, get the ball. You know, it's almost like a running game, but you just have to execute the throw and the catch. And you're really looking for something here. You'd love to pop one and go, take it to the house. But ultimately, you're just basically maintaining the possession of maintaining the ball in this possession, getting the ball to the outside. Now they have a 3rd and 6. Do you get greedy here and try to get your first down on one play, or do you try to do more? Oberle is down. He took quite a shot there.
Yeah, they brought a couple of backers and linemen, and I'm not sure the whistle blew.
Flag on the play.
But Oberle took a shot. False start against the Watchdogs. That's unfortunate. Oberle, maybe we'll just take an opportunity to talk about Ashton Oberle, the sophomore quarterback for the Watchdogs. As a freshman, did see some starts and proved himself that he is the quarterback going forward for the Watchdogs. Again, if we look back to the Baltic and Parker games on the road, a few little mistakes, but by and large has helped use the phrase, manage the game. Maybe speak a little bit on Ashton Oberle to this point.
Well, he's been very poised, especially coming, like you said, last year, very young. The leaps that he's made is tremendous. That one there, he shot it a little bit high, but really good coverage by MCM there. But he's come in, he's been very poised. But the one thing that MCA is probably showing tonight is if you have a ton of pressure, if you don't give him a lot of time or give him some escape routes, you're going to force him to have to throw the ball quick. And when you have tight coverage, you put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And so this offensive line tonight has got to figure out a way how to stop Jackson Schmidt. He's really had a lot of success putting pressure. He's even getting pressure here on this punt.
Yeah, and Jackson Schmidt came through, and he's the one that kind of laid the lick on that false start. I believe getting the block, there was number 24, Caleb Waldner, the senior. Just a little too slow receiving that punt and getting it back off again, and you can maybe speak to the punting game.
Well, and Caleb Waldner and Jackson Schmidt, they've had a heck of a game. Both of them have been really kind of demonizing our offense with stopping some plays behind the line of scrimmage, a lot of pressure on Oberle, and then they come up here on a special team. And, one thing when you're going to punt, you can't allow penetration up the middle. That we allowed some penetration up the middle and from the outside. And those sure create a lot of momentum, and you can see it on this play. Team gets fired up. Those types of turnovers, as I said earlier this half, 1 or 2 turnovers can really make a big difference in a game, and this could be one where we see the momentum shift and McCook starts to look to capitalize.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing here. They're just going to have their offensive line set, and then they're going to have a bunch of 3 backs or receivers just tucked in behind the guard and tackle. And in this case, now we do have Deutsch taking, again, the direct snap. And he's just going to run right behind the guard, tackle, and then 3 backs. Or a mixture of receivers back there.
Yeah, and if you're MCM, you don't have to go do anything different. When you have a running game that's working, there's no reason to start putting the ball in the air. One thing I'll always say, if you're a passing offense, every time you set back to pass, 2 things that happen aren't very good. 1 is positive. So I always like my odds when I get a running game going, and I really honestly think going into this game tonight, Beersford was probably looking to establish a running game from the past scouting report that you had talked about earlier tonight. MCM's had some trouble stopping the run with some of these other teams. So I think that ultimately we were looking to probably do have a running game tonight, establish that line of scrimmage. However, MCM has adapted to what we were doing, really stacking up the line of scrimmage, and it's affecting the offensive game plan on the running game as well as the passing game. So you got to hand it to the coaches tonight. They really have a good strategy here.
We're 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in this. That is Ashton Oberly. That's one of those wrinkles on a play. Previous 2 weeks, they run the pitch there. That's the motion, and they pitch it out to the far side of the field. They hold on to it, look for a receiver across the middle. They got us on it earlier in the game. Ashton Oberly in center field stepped in and took that one away. Perfect turnover right at midfield.
And it's, what did I just say? when you got the ball, the running game is going. You really don't want to put it in the air. Like I said, three things happen when you throw the ball. One is good, two is bad. There's one of those bad things. You end up throwing an interception. You just had the momentum working in your favor. You turn the ball over. Watchdogs are now in business on the 49-yard line. And here comes MCM with the blitz again.
Yeah, linebackers, everybody up on the line of scrimmage. That is 24. Got us just a moment ago with that punt block, Caleb Waldner.
And you get a little bit of cat and mouse going in games like this. Start to have some success doing one thing, the other team adapts. Now it's up to the Watchdogs to figure out how do we attack this defense. It's probably not something they practiced all week to have 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, sometimes 7 coming right down the pipe. And so you really have to start to look at this and say, what is our attack that we could really open this game up or get a quick score here?
Yeah, and they're all up in 2-point stances, Jeff. They're not even getting down into a 3 or 4 point stance on that defensive line to know who's coming. Is this an option where, again, we work on those little short 2-yard, 1-step back passes, maybe try to get something in open space? We had a big catch earlier from Ian Henderson off to the near sideline. Get something to Malachi James, a little bit open space, maybe force him to be honest there, but just haven't got that going yet either.
No, and the strategy that they're doing right here, and it's really working because not only do they stack the line of scrimmage, which forces you to get the ball out of your hand, the cornerbacks have crept up and really playing man-to-man, and they're playing tight coverage. So that pass to the outside that typically you'd see a defense kind of give, they're not even giving that. They're basically saying, if you want to win tonight, you got to have to stop the blitz, go over the top, have one of your receivers beat one of our cornerbacks, drop that ball in the bucket, and it's probably a surefire touchdown if they can throw it over the top, but you just don't have time to do it. Right now it's going to be a challenge. Quick pitch to the outside, maybe try to get something where you can just expose something to the outside, maybe even a pitch back, and then maybe have a Jackson or a Fick bomb toss the ball over the top. But something creative is going to have to happen here pretty soon, or we're going to continue to see these 3rd and longs, which really favors what MCM is trying to do right now.
All right, Watchdogs break out of their timeout. Assistant coach, offensive coordinator Arlen Lickness just finished visiting with his squad. Fighting Cougars back up the line of scrimmage, playing this thing tight. Oberly back. Goes deep.
There's that
James
shot.
Took the shot, and he had 2 or 3 yards on the defender. Just overthrew him, so now it's going to be 4th and 10, MCM 49-yard line.
And that's what MCM is challenging Beersford to do. If you can beat us this way, we'll go ahead and let you have that. But you're not going to be able to establish a passing game where you can just control the clock and steadily move down the field. If you're going to do it, you're going to beat us on a big play. And I think they like their odds there. But it's also a dangerous game to play because Beersford, so far this year, has been quick to score on some of those opportunities.
Tate Lyle brought that 2 punts ago down to the 2-yard line. Last one was blocked, and this one he gets down to about the 17-yard line. So flag on the play. Let's see what the referee threw that back about where the punt took place. As soon as he kicked it, I looked away. Did you see anything, Jeff?
I did not.
Personal foul is going to go against the Fighting Cougars. He looks over to the coaching staff and let's see if they're visiting what was after the punt. I would assume the way they're lining up here, they're going to step that off. Looks like probably more than likely half the distance to the goal. So MCM ball be 1st and 10 from what looks like about the 8-yard line. Referee picked up his flag. He's got to get back on the other side of the line of scrimmage. So MCM ball, we're 1:56 to go here in the third quarter. Fighting Cougars 14, Watchdogs 7. MCM, that is the big guy, number 66, Jackson Schmidt. Schmidt on the roster listed at senior, 5'11", 210 pounds. When he gets rolling, he's moving pretty good.
He's having a whale of a game. Now we're starting to see him come in on the not only on the defensive side of the ball, but they're starting to incorporate him in. Very physical football player.
Here's that bunch on the left side behind the guard and tackle. Direct snap went to Deutsch. Couple of Watchdogs down, appear to be hurting. One's on a knee and getting back up.
We have an injury timeout.
We're going to go. Are we ready, able to go to a commercial? Are we in a position to do that? Let's go to a quick commercial break while we have injury timeout here.
Products to meet your challenges in the field. Ag Service Partners also has you covered when the white rain comes or anything else you may need with crop insurance. Tested and tried chemicals right here in the area to provide the best yield for your field. Write down the number and contact Ag Service Partners for the best farming season year in and year out.
For over 80 years, Sioux Corporation has been designing and manufacturing industrial pressure washers, steam cleaners, water heaters, water chilling systems, and steam generators to serve the needs of their customers. Sioux premium equipment is designed and built with reliability, performance, durability, and user safety as its top priorities. Sioux is locally owned and operated in Beresford and a proud supporter of all things Watchdog activities.
Welcome back to the Sioux Corporation Press Box. Sioux Corporation, the industry leader in manufacturing water heaters and chilling systems, steam generators, pressure washers, and steam cleaners.
All right, fans, welcome back. Beresford High School, Cortland Carnes Stadium, 1:24 to go here in the third quarter. MCM 14, Beresford 7, McCook Central Montrose ball. 2nd and 9 from their own. They were on about the 23-yard line. Big stop there from the Watchdogs. Coming up out of the bottom of that, 75, Cooper Nelson. Also in was number 13, Peyton Hoffman.
Yeah, this drive is important. If they can continue to get the ball in their territory, put themselves in a position to score. We've already seen that we're going to have to probably take a shot here in order to put some points on the board. Got a little confusion here on defense right now.
Receiver on the near side did have a jersey up over his shoulder pad, so the line judge did step out, pull that back down. There's a quick pitch out to the right side. That's Deutsch. Coming up is James to make the stop and run him out of bounds.
Deutsch, the ball carrier.
Gain of a couple for the Fighting Cougars. It'll bring up 4th and we'll call that a long 6 for MCM.
4th and 6 for the Cougars.
I have to assume here we should go into a punt. I think right now you would have to believe that there's going to go ahead and punt it away. The defense is playing super salty tonight, so I expect to see another punt and nothing too crazy here.
Sabres gets it off. It is going to land near midfield, get about a 7-yard roll. That is where MCM will touch it, and the Watchdogs will take over 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. We're now at the 24-second mark of the third quarter. Flags are standing still here, Jeff. Beautiful night. here in South Dakota. Basically no breeze, and I believe it's got to be a comfy 60-something by now.
And you get these kind of conditions, and this is where you're like, hey, if we're going to throw the ball, this is your best opportunity to do it. We've got 25-mile-an-hour winds, can get really tough, but MCM's they're going to force us to put the ball in the air here if we're going to win this game tonight.
Quick toss. That goes to number 8, Ely. The sophomore wide receiver, gain of, where are we at
11?
here? Yeah, gain of 11 or 12. First down, Watchdogs. Quick one-step, half-step toss from Oberle to Perez.
And these are the types of plays that will eventually get them out of that defense. You can see here, even after one strike, they've backed off. Now they're going back into their base defense. So they're going to open some things up here. The cornerbacks now are starting to play off the receivers again. We can probably get back into more of oh my gosh, did we jump off again?
Defensive lineman 73 went quick, but did he see that was Logan Rapp? End of the third quarter, so quarter had ended before that had happened. Got a new member of the Dogbone Entertainment team here. He is going to take us to a quick commercial here. We're back with the fourth quarter.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Welcome back to the Sioux Corporation Press Box. Sioux Corporation, the industry leader in manufacturing water heaters and chilling systems, steam generators, pressure washers, and steam cleaners.
Pep rally followed by homecoming parade at 1 o'clock. At 2:30.
All right, fans, welcome back to Beersford High School, Cortland Karn Stadium. Fourth quarter now of this Big East Conference 11B matchup. MCM 14, Watchdogs 7.
Where the Watchdogs will take on Bridgewater.
Been a good contest, Jeff. We look ahead to next week, homecoming and all the festivities. We've got the Hall of Fame banquet, the parade, home volleyball, a number of things going on next week. Don't want to, again, get through all of what we still have going this week yet, but big week next week for any town to have their homecoming.
Yeah, Booster Club is planned some really nice events. We'll have some, it's going to be a little bit of a spectacle here before the game next week, so if you're a fan, you're from Beersford, come on out. I think you're going to enjoy the pregame show that's going to happen.
Watchdogs, 3 receivers left, 1 right, so they isolated Malachi James out on the right side, man-to-man defense against Ben Weberstick. Just couldn't quite handle it, kind of got in the hands and bobbled and dropped it, but that would have been a good gain for the Watchdogs, so nice offensive strike there. Peyton Hoffman comes in with the play, relays that to quarterback Ashton Oberle. Oberle again looking 3 receivers left, 1 right this time, just like the last formation. He's going to reverse pivot out of there, roll left. Misses his intended receiver. Coming up, that is Hoffman. That was the intended receiver. So now, after 2 incomplete passes, it's now 3rd and 10 for the Watchdogs from the MCM 44-yard line.
In the last couple weeks, this is the type of situation where we've been able to convert, find a hole somewhere in a zone, connect on the pass, turn up field, catch a few yards after contact, and move the chain. So we'll see if we can pull it off again here.
Oberle scrambling near the line of scrimmage. Defense is coming. Schmidt, I believe, gets there. Yeah, that is Jackson Schmidt.
So are we in territory here? I think we, I don't know if a punt would be in order. It looks like we may be just going to set up for a punt.
Bringing out a different punter here. Normally it's been Tate Lyle. This is 18, Hayden Hommenberg.
Yeah.
MCM has 2 returners back near the 10-yard line. Fair catch called from, that is Deutsch at the 10-yard line, called 11. So MCM with 11 minutes to go on the clock will take over 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
It seems like the game's kind of falling right into this. We're going to pin the ball down. We'll stop. Momentum here. They punt the ball back somewhere in the middle of the field, punt the ball back down to the deep in their own territory, and then coming back out to the midfield. And somewhere along the line, you got to feel like one of these teams is going to pop something.
Fighting Cougars, receiver wide left and wide right. Inside handoff. Goes for a couple. That is number 5, Owen Schmidt, the junior running back. Gain of, we'll call it 2, bring up 2nd and 8 for the Fighting Cougars. Off that left side of the defense is Cohen Shirk. Is that Cooper Nelson out on the other end? I believe it's Shirk and Nelson. Same formation, same play, just running the other direction. Again, number 5, the running back, Owen Schmidt. Maybe a gain of 1. Sticks actually just moved back maybe a couple feet, so now they come forward a foot. We're still going to call this 3rd and 8 for the Fighting Cougars with 10 minutes and 14 seconds to go on the clock.
Interesting call coming up. We've seen what can happen when you throw the ball. You definitely don't want to turn the ball over this deep into your end zone or near your end zone as you're nursing a touchdown lead. I'd be surprised if they don't try to do something fairly conservative.
Quarterback Weaversick did roll out to his right side, had a couple receivers over there, Sabers, Deutsch, and one other, and just didn't really get close to anybody.
It looks like Beersford's going to set up for a return. This is one of those moments in time you could make a decision. See, do you send everybody to try get a block punt, maybe pick up a cheap touchdown? Looks like we're going to be happy just to get the return going, maybe pull something off here.
Mason Sabers did get that off the side of the foot, but still got out decent carry on it. It's going to be on their own 44-yard line, so Watchdogs 1st and 10 from the MCM 44-yard line. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. MCM 14, Watchdogs 7. Again, thank you for tuning in to Watchdogs.live, Dogbone Entertainment, bearing with us through the technical difficulties earlier. On the call tonight, Jared Olson and Jeff Boom. Working our best here to get things up and going, staying going, and now we just work through some camera issues, and I believe we're in a pretty decent spot looking at the screen that I can see, so hopefully it's working for you as viewers at home. Nice little pass there from Oberle to Hoffman. Ball did get ripped free. Yeah, just before he went down, the defenders did rip it free. He was double covered there and had it, just got it ripped free as he was coming down. So MCM forces the turnover. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
And a real heads-up play. I didn't quite catch who the defender was, but contested catch, striving for a few more yards, which you love to see on the offensive side of it. But when you get stood up and as you start to turn those legs, a lot of times that ball can be exposed, and they'll drag it right out of your arm, and that's exactly what happened there.
Okay, Fighting Cougars working off their left side. That's Deutsch. There was nothing there. Again, the crowd, some contact out of the field of play. Jack Zwickbaum did be in a position, but he didn't hit him with any malicious intent or anything on the sideline after they're out of bounds. So no call by the officials, just a little roar out of the crowd here.
Good no call. He tapped him on the head as soon as the play ended. I don't think that he was out there to try to do any damage there. It was basically just making sure that ball didn't get turned up. When you got a good, tough runner like you do in Deutsch, you want to make sure that he actually is out of bounds.
Here's that bunch formation behind the guard and tackle. Deutsch going to take the snap and just run right behind it. After contact, 3 or 4 more yards. That's good enough for a MCM first down. Be 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
He takes it out to the 46-yard line. That's good for a Cougar first down.
Again, bunch formation. They're on the near side of the field now, so behind the guard and tackle on the near side of the field. Deutsch going to come in behind, break a couple tackles. Finally stood up after a gain of a couple.
Deutsch on the carry.
In on the stop is, for the Watchdogs, number 50, Isaac Bowden, and also number 75, Cooper Nelson.
As this game continues on, you have to start questioning the conditioning. For defense, they've been on the field a lot tonight. I understand a lot of players go both ways. I get that. But you're starting to see some hands on some hips. We're starting to see some missed tackles, some arm tackles, and you start to wonder if MCM's starting to wear them down a little bit. This running game has been very physical. They've been content with a 3 yards and cloud of dust approach for most of the game. And when you're on the field like that and you're chasing running backs all night long, it can start to wear you down mentally and physically. And so we'll see if Beersford can kind of find a second wind here and come up with a big play.
Yeah, even number 8, Lane Deutsch, who again has kind of been carrying the ball pretty steady here, keeping this thing on the ground for the Fighting Cougars. He was even squatting down, taking a breath, and the coaching staff on MCM side did take every second of that clock, and right before the time was up, they're going to call a timeout, and Coach Gary is going to visit with his squad. Potentially more than anything, just give them a breather before a big 2nd and 8 play here. Jeff, you kind of talked about a few things next week. So the homecoming game, there will be some special stuff with the pregame ceremonies or the anthem. So again, we encourage people to come out in person. The parade will be Friday afternoon. Hall of Fame banquet induction ceremony is Friday night. So again, I need tickets if you're going to attend the meal. That is at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock is the actual induction ceremony, and anybody in the community can show up for that at the Bridges of Beersford. Just walk in at 7 o'clock. There will be additional seating or spaces to sit and take in the induction ceremony. And I know you'll have a lot of friends in town for that 87 football team that will be inducted as a team.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to next week. As you said, there will be a lot of folks come to town. We do have, obviously, some local community members that were a part of that 1987 Watchdog team. And we hope to bring a few of them up into the booth here and get a chance to talk about them and reminisce a little bit.
That is Deutsch on the carry. Somebody wrapped him up after a gain of 1 and got him stood up until some other defenders could come along.
Adams and Overly on the stop.
Cooper Nelson, the last one up off of that left side of the Watchdog defense, could have potentially been him that got the ankles wrapped up. 3rd and we'll call it 6 here for the Fighting Cougars. Deutsch takes the ball behind that group. Joseph Sharp got a hand on him. Host of defensive backs hit Deutsch right about the 45-yard line, 46-yard line. That leaves him about let's call it a yard to maybe a yard and a half short of a first down.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, you're starting to see people get up a little bit slower, both sides of the ball. You're really at this point in the game, 4th down, big play. You need to stop here if you're the Watchdogs.
Yeah, Deutsch right behind the backs. I think they stood him up. Near official, or far official might be given a pretty generous spot, but he had the best look at it. But the Watchdog defense, I can see Tate Lyle coming out of there. It's going to be close to a first down. They're going to stop the clock and bring the chains out.
Both players are pointing the other direction, so it must be very, very close.
Yeah, we've got players on both sides pointing the other way, but 4th and, what was, a yard and a half or 2. They kind of did that bunch formation behind the guard and tackled. Deutsch took the direct snap, ran right behind him, had a good head of steam going, but the Watchdogs made contact at near the line of scrimmage, forced him back. We'll see when they stretch this chain out if it was enough or not. Yeah, that is a turnover on down, and it's looks like maybe a matter of inches. The official that's got his knee down holding the ball, he's kind of blocking exactly how close it was, but it wasn't very far away from converting that one.
Nope, the Watchdogs defense stepped up. Now the pressure again to convert. Can you pick up some first downs? Can you start to move these chains? At some point here, you realize the clock is starting to wear down, and so you're going to keep an eye on the clock. hopefully to tie this thing up or put yourself in a position to win it with a 2-point conversion as time is running out. I don't think you want to give a whole lot of time left to MCM tonight.
Dogs spreading this thing out. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They find that is Hammenberg here on the near side. Gain of about 5. Yeah, gain of 5 on the play there from Oberle to Hammenberg. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Now let's talk, some of these receivers. We've got some folks out here that, they're unfamiliar faces, not a lot of experience as we have in the receiving corps, but boy, they've done a great job so far this year.
Again, 3 receivers right, finds across the middle of the field. We're going to get a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
In that area of holding.
Yeah, holding is the preliminary call. That's going to go against the Watchdogs, so we'll replay 2nd down.
Penalties has really been kind of the story of the night, for the Watchdogs probably especially, but, MCM has had their share of drive stallers as well, and, those are the things that you start to see a lot of pressure up the middle, and right now they're playing more of a base defense, but you start to understand the importance of all of these plays and the drives, and so you have a tendency to say, okay, I'm going to make sure I keep my quarterback clean, and you can get a little handsy.
Yeah, 10-yard penalty stepped off, so now it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Watchdogs. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Oberle with time, finds Malachi James, gain of about 6, so it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Watchdogs at their own 46-yard line.
So here we go, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Can we find a hole somewhere in that defensive secondary, move the chains, or maybe take one to the house here? Would be a good time for that.
3 on the far side, 2 on the near side. It's near side, James and Fickbaum looking across the middle. Ball does just come loose. The target there was Perez. 5:57 on the clock here, Jeff. 4th and 9. Down by a score. Coaching staff is going to keep the offense on the field, so big 4th down. Coming for the Watchdogs, the fans know it. They're starting to cheer. Even the student section understands the importance of this play. Oberle back, empty backfield, 2 right, 3 left. He's got time, lofts it up. Ball was tipped. Coming out of that safety position, number 3, Lane Hanisch, the sophomore, did knock that down. Oberle tried to loft it in there, just gave enough time for the defense to collapse on it. Turnover on downs, MCM's ball here in Watchdog territory.
And I think Hanisch would like to have that one back. There was a lot of green in front of him, and that could have been a really bad outcome for the Watchdogs and maybe a nail in the coffin if MCM pulls that ball in and takes off down the sideline. It might have had some blockers in front of him as well. So fairly gratuitous misfortune there for the Watchdogs.
Little bunch right. Ball direct snap to Deutsch. Gain of about 6 on the play. Just going to keep running behind 5 or 6 blockers and try to take on the 2, 3, 4 defenders on that side. And just haven't found a way to stop that little set they've got going. Deutsch looks back at the clock. They're going to let the time tick on each one of these running plays before they snap the ball.
Ooh,
Big
nice
stick there
tackle
from a couple of defenders. That's Fickbaum and Hammenberg. That was the defensive stop they were looking for against that set. That, you're going to put more guys up against the line. We're going to shoot a gap here and get Deutsch before he can get really ahead of steam going. So loss of maybe 1 on the play. We'll call it 3rd and about 4.
Boy, it seems like we've had a lot of big 3rd down plays over and over again, and this one's just as big. A stop here doesn't necessarily mean that MCM's going to punt the ball. They are in a decent field position, so
now they're going to let one of those up blockers get the ball, and that is number 66, scored the touchdown early, Jackson Schmidt. senior, listed at 5'11", 210 pounds. He barrels through the left side. Again, set you up. Ran that little wrinkle off of it. Had the defense kind of guessing it was coming behind all the blockers, and they just snuck Schmidt, the 210-pounder, out to the left side, and he barrels through for a first down.
And it seems like they're kind of figuring it out as they go. This is an unusual formation that you don't see that often, probably with any offenses, and so it's kind of a difficult one to read and figure out where they're going to go with that ball.
Back to the original formation and kind of the same play there. No gain. Nice job by the Watchdogs to stop that one. Official is calling time. Whether we've got an injured player, it appears. Yeah, we've got player down, helmet off. We'll go to a quick commercial break for the injury timeout. We'll be right back with the final 3:50 to go here in Beersford.
If it's time for a new roof, maybe it's time we talk. Hi, I'm Scott Durkis with Premier Systems Roofing. We offer free inspections and estimates, full labor and manufacturer warranties, and we are a preferred contractor for insurance companies. We've been a South Dakota company since 2002, serving the entire state, and we are proud to sponsor South Dakota sports and activities. Premier Systems Roofing, on time, on budget, and on call 24/7.
It's known as a hidden gem, one of the best 9-hole golf courses in South Dakota. The Bridges at Beersford Golf Course is top-notch, but with the golf season coming to an end, the Bridges still has plenty going on. Their event center can accommodate weddings, anniversaries, bridal showers, baby showers, or meetings. Save their phone number, check out their website, and be sure to sign up for their monthly e-newsletters to stay up to date on specials and events at the Bridges at Beersford.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Yeah. About damn time.
Welcome back to the Sioux Corporation Press Box. Sioux Corporation, the industry leader in manufacturing water heaters and chilling systems, steam generators, pressure washers, and steam cleaners.
All right, fans, welcome back to Cortland Carnes Stadium here. Jeff, hate to see anybody get injured, but that was number 24, Caleb Waldner, the senior, did get up with some aided help from his teammates and go off, I guess, under semi his own power. So hopefully he's able to get that little ding healed up and be good to go the rest of the season here. But
yeah, they got him over on the sideline. He's on his back. It looked like a knee injury. You know, like you said, you hate to see it, and he's had a whale of a game tonight, and I'm sure he'd be a big loss to him. So we're hoping that Caleb heals up quick and able to play again next week.
Okay, Fighting Cougars, 2nd and 9 from their own 30-yard line, coming back the opposite direction. Big guy, and Watchdogs tried to bring him down a little bit earlier, but he's going to go for almost a first down. Looks like he's a little short, but again, that's the big lineman converted running back, Jackson Schmidt.
Yeah, this counter, they're starting to find their way with it. He's just part of that little offset group in the backfield, and they start to get all the motion going one way. He comes back underneath, and it's just it's doing some damage. But between he's got enough speed, and you can tell by the way he runs, he's very physical. So it's one of those things that you have to honor it, but you also have to understand they're loaded up on one side. Very tough to stop.
Schmidt did get enough to get the first down. Here goes Deutsch out the right side. He's breaking free. Going to be called out of bounds. The line judge on that near side must have just stepped out about the 3 or 4 yard line, but running back number 8, Lane Deutsch, the senior, again continuing to cause trouble for the Watchdogs as the MCM Fighting Cougars stick to that running game.
Nice series of plays by MCM. Really started to get Watchdogs a little off balance. And Deutsch, you just kind of been thinking all night that maybe he would pop one. He seems like they're finding a rhythm with that running game. So Beersford's really got 2.5 minutes here. We've seen it before. Teams that are passing downs, all of a sudden they start to play with a little bit more speed, start to move the ball a little quicker. So we might see something still happen here. I'm not counting the Watchdogs out by any means.
Defensive lineman there, Cohen Shirk, the senior, 5'9", 185 pounds, got through and got to the legs of, I believe it was Deutsch. It's getting kind of a distance away from us here, Jeff, but I believe it was Deutsch on the run. And Cohen Shirk wrapped him up, so second in what looks like about 3 or 4. And goal, kind of that counter direction back. Yeah, that's Schmidt again. That's his second touchdown of the game. Looked like the same play he scored on earlier. So the senior, Jackson Schmidt, a 4-yard touchdown run, takes the Fighting Cougars to 20. Beersford Watchdogs 7 with 1:54 to go on the clock here in the fourth quarter. On for the extra point attempt is the utility guy, number 2, Mason Sabers. Sabers' kick is no good, misses just a little bit right. Had the length on it, missed just a little bit right. So Watchdogs down by 13 with 1:54 to go. Jeff, we'll do a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back with the final 1:54 here at Cortland Karn Stadium.
Beersford Telephone is your full-service local telephone company, providing telephone service, sales, high-speed fiber optic internet packages, and professional surveillance systems for both commercial and residential customers. Beersford Telephone also offers the only in-town gig-certified internet provider, which offers the highest speed services. Wanting to upgrade your existing service? Contact Beersford Telephone today and let them get started on your high-speed services in no time. Welcome back to the Sioux Corporation Press Box. Sioux Corporation, the industry leader in manufacturing water heaters and chilling systems, steam generators, pressure washers, and steam cleaners.
Our fans, welcome back. Cortland Karn Stadium, Watchdogs.live, Dogbone Entertainment on the call, Jared Olson and Jeff Boom. Shout out to our guy running the computer, taking you guys in and out of commercials. That is Axel Berian. He's one of our 7th grade students. He was helping us last night. If you tuned into the volleyball game, great production by the Dogbone crew. I'll tell you, last night was almost all student-driven in that home volleyball game. They did a great job, the camera shots, and Axel was part of that. And we got Emma Andrews back here. She was part of the call of the volleyball game last night. That is going to be picked up on the ground.
And Caleb, and let's hope that he can get him on a speedy recovery.
All right, Watchdogs 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Got a couple wingbacks here in this set. Fickbaum kind of snuck out of the backfield, almost picked off. He was looking to go to the receiver on the near side here, Hammenberg. Was that 4 or 11 that almost had the pick? Might have been 4. Might have been Ben Weberslick.
Yeah, this is where the offensive lines, we want to give Oberle some time. Looks like they're going to drop back 8 players. Not a lot of room to throw back there when you're sending out 5 guys and you got 8 defenders kind of hanging out. So having time is important. But once again, we get a lot of pressure up the middle from Jackson Schmidt. He's just playing lights out tonight.
Oberle not afraid to go across the middle of the field, and appears neither is number 18, Hammenberg. He was in a lot of traffic there, did a nice job for Hayden Hammenberg, the sophomore, crossing the middle with 2 or 3 defenders there. Knew he was going to probably take a hit after he caught it. Oberle lost this one out to the left side, just a little short. defender kind of kept himself good position. Yeah, that is one of their better athletes. Number 2, Mason Sabers, the senior, 5'11", 170 pounds. He went after Sabers, and Sabers made him pay for it.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you probably wish you had back. You know, after you've thrown the ball, you realize if I throw it out to where either nobody catches it or my guy catches it. But, you know, those 50-50 balls like that, sometimes the offense comes down with it, sometimes the defense does. And right now you're in that desperation mode. You just got to get the ball out of your hands, take your shots, and an interception at this point. You know, you don't want to see it, but obviously with time waning at this point, you know, you live to fight another day, and we look forward to next week, as I think that MCM will probably run the clock out here.
Yeah, you're down 13 points with under 90 seconds to go. The Watchdogs had to take a shot, and again, that is part of tossing the ball up and taking a shot. MCM will escape out of this one victorious. Watchdogs will fall to 2-1, and we'll start to look ahead to next week. Bridgewater, Emory, Ethan, Seahawks will travel to Beersford for our homecoming.
You know, some games like this, there's some, you know, you're seeing some adversity that you haven't seen the first 2 weeks. You're typically going to learn a heck of a lot more out of a football game that you lose than you do when you win. And there were some great things that we saw tonight. There's some things that they can work on, clean up some of those penalties, and they're going to be fine for the rest of the season. You know, and you got to hand it to MCM. They came in, they played a really good smash mouth type of game tonight, and it was good enough to pull off a victory. So congratulations to them.
Mrs. James, just a quick nod. We will have coronation on Monday. Watchdogs.live, Dogbone Entertainment. Fingers crossed, we're back in the gymnasium. We will have coronation covered and the homecoming variety show. That, I believe, starts at 7 o'clock, so you can tune in for that. And then next Tuesday, the Watchdogs host Dakota Valley in volleyball. So we'll have a volleyball game going Tuesday night. So, again, on behalf of Watchdogs.live, Dogbone Entertainment, and all the volunteers that make this possible, we appreciate your patience tonight with the technical difficulties, and we wish you the best. We look forward to a great next week. So, again, Watchdog fans, we'll see you next week.